Country security heightened through the 4th of July weekend. Security is set to be really tight at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for tomorrow's huge Rolling Stone show. You can see the stage all ready to go, and the Stones are now in town. The Speedway tweeted out this picture of their plane landing about an hour ago. You can see the signature tongue and the words Rolling Stones on the side of that plane. RTV6's Jason Fechner joins us live from the Speedway, where 50,000 people will be rolling in about 24 hours from now. Jason.
Well, quiet, relatively calm and collected out here, at least most of the people so far outside of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Some of the groups still getting a little rowdy, the early arrivals out here. It should be calm and quiet here tomorrow as well, despite the expected huge turnout and despite the national terror warning now in effect. Police, of course, taking extra precautions, and staff and security here taking all the steps to make sure that this weekend is safe and fun for everyone. Before the iconic songs of the Rolling Stones sail over the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Saturday night, relative silence here Friday. But behind the scenes, security has been hard at work gearing up for the 4th of July.
A lot of it is just communicating to the fans what's different about a concert here versus what's different when you come to the race.
Speedway President Doug Bowles told RTV6 that security and police are well aware of the ongoing terror threat through the holiday weekend and have taken every possible step to make sure they're prepared and their event is as safe as possible.
Our biggest concern really at every event we have here, and what makes it a little bit different here, is it's a 4th of July weekend. We haven't done anything like this on 4th of July, and obviously our country's sort of at that heightened sense of awareness and security. So we've been working a lot with our local law enforcement agencies as well as the federal agencies to make sure that there's nothing that they've heard chatter-wise that relates to our facility.
Another challenge and perhaps a practice in patience Saturday. Potentially long lines here. IMS will have fewer gates open than during a race, and they'll be open for a shorter amount of time. And when Rolling Stones fans finally get to the gate, they're going to face a whole lot of security before they can get in.
Something that's a little bit easier for us is without coolers coming in, we don't have to worry about those being checked. So the folks, when they come through the gate, they're going to get patted down. They'll have that pat down check when they come through, but there won't be a cooler coming through, so we don't have to worry about checking those. So that's one less thing that sort of poses a risk for our fans that we have to worry about. But certainly 50,000 people, July 4th weekend, security is a big issue for us. We're going to pay attention to it, and we'll continue to stay in constant contact really with law enforcement between now and even throughout the opening of the gates for the show.
And another note, traffic will be pretty limited over on 16th Street, so they're asking everyone to come in from north of the venue. Plenty of parking out here, and you can join our new friends as well. Outside the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Jason Fechner, RTV6.
Jason, thank you. Good to see you're making some friends out there. Fans will be able to take home a piece of Rolling Stones history as well. Special event merchandise like T-shirts and hats will be available with the Stones logo and the Speedway's iconic checkered flag. IMS is one of 15 stops on the band's zip code tour. But there's a catch. If you want to get any of that Rolling Stones gear, you have to be at the concert. It will only be available on the day of the show.
Rolling Stones albums, big sellers ahead of the concert tomorrow night at IMS. Our TV6 reporter Mike Pelton is live at Lot 2 outside IMS, where fans are already in a frenzy. Mike, what do you got for us?
Well, we're only about 28 hours away until the Rolling Stones take the stage, but just outside IMS here in Lot 2, you can see a lot of Rolling Stones fans are just starting to show up. They're having fun, they're eating, they're drinking, they're playing games, and with all the time to kill, why not listen to all the classics? Now, today we visited Indie, CD, and Vinyl in Broad Ripple. They tell us Rolling Stones albums are their hottest seller. Now, obviously, you have a lot of fans wanting to pick up a CD before the concert tomorrow night. They say it also helps. The Stones just launched the reissue of their 1971 album, Sticky Fingers, currently the store's top seller.
It's good, but then again, it's a very universal thing. You know, tours and releases that coincide will always do well for us, especially, shows that are nearby or bigger artists.
And it's tough to name a bigger artist than the Rolling Stones. Now, back out here live in Lot 2, most of these fans are just settling in. IMS won't open to the public until 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And can you really put a price on seeing the Stones live on the 4th of July? Well, yes, you can. IMS officials tell us tickets are still available, the cheapest of which will cost you about $77 after all the fees. We're live this afternoon outside IMS with a whole lot of new friends. Mike Pelton, RTV6.
I love the energy. Mike, thank you. Here's the rundown for tomorrow night's Concert gates open at 4 p.m. The Saints of Valerie take the stage at 6:45, Rascal Flatts at 8 o'clock, then the Rolling Stones at 9, and the massive post-concert fireworks show is set for 11:30 p.m. A couple of reminders about what you can and can't bring. Coolers, chairs, and umbrellas are not permitted. You can bring blankets and cushions. You're also allowed one water bottle.